You know, taking note of who you listen to, who you allow yourself to be around, um, who you just share your energy with. It's something that you should start taking note of, you know, being more cautious of, setting boundaries with yourself. Because at this time on the planet, it is a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of healing that needs to be happening. And it's a lot of healing that's being avoided being happening also. People don't want to do the work and they want to lean over on you and just pour themselves and their mess all into your bucket and slip a little bit of it into your bag. So be mindful of the company that you keep. If you find yourself always feeling heavy after dealing with people, whether it's in person or on the phone, take note of that because you are dealing with someone that is um, in energy vampire mode. They're in survival mode and they are sucking the life out of you. And you also need to pay attention when you go around a person and they're telling you, girl, I'm just so tired, or I'm yawning since you done came around. Oh, Lord, I'm sleepy. You're in energy vampire mode at that moment. You're draining the mess out of that person. So that's why it's so important to do your shadow work, to go inside your prayer closet and don't come out of there motherfucker until God talks to you, until your inner counsel gives you the solutions. Because you speak very loud. Your intuition, that is that's the God spark, that's the God's voice. Don't come out your prayer closet without a solution. Don't go in there demanding nothing, telling yourself what you want to do. Go in there with the expectation that I'm gonna come out this thing with some answers that are gonna help me push myself out the way. It's a lot going on right now, and so many of us, we blame other people when they show up, and we end up fucked up. Um, when we don't have to point the finger at them if we just had listened to the instructions of our inner counsel. And most of the time, a lot of us don't want to hear what our inner counsel is saying because we want to save face and we want to look nice and we want to look sweet and caring and compassionate and all those good things. But those things, that care, that compassion, that being sweet, that being loving, and that showing empathy and sympathy, you first have to give those things to yourself. You have to give those to yourself, and once you give them to yourself first, you'll have an overflow, a surplus to give to people on the outside of you. Because if you're giving somebody something that you don't have, you are becoming a thief. And that's another reason that we find ourselves walking around here feeling depleted, because within we know that I have just overexerted myself to this other person, and I know I ain't have this to give them. And that's where the guilt, the shame, the doubt, all those great feelings that we can't stand show up and just have their way with us. um, so many of us are going through an awakening, a reckoning, an apocalypse, and you gotta make sure that you are okay before you are running out into the world that I'm gonna save the world. What about the world that you are? What about your universe? What about your vessel? So just take note of how energy changes when you are around people, your energy, their energy, because see, everybody else is not the toxic person. Most of the time, we are the toxic persons to ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves because of various different reasons. We do not properly take care of ourselves, and then we find ourselves with these diseases that'll come up into the body. And every disease has a metaphysical cause. Every disease, every ailment has a metaphysical reason for it surfacing within your whole perfect and complete vessel. So you have to take note of how you are handling you when you're in someone else's hands, when you're placing yourself in someone else's hands, when you're letting someone else sit in your hands, or your hands even equipped to put on another person. Got to be honest with yourself too when it's time to communicate with other people. Sometimes we just don't have that space to lend when people are just trying to cozy up to us. And you have to be courageous enough and really love yourself and others enough to say, man, you need to give me my space because I don't got it right now. I don't got it. And every inch of me, I need every inch of me. I need you to bag up. I need you to bag up. Please, please bag up. Please bag up. Because I'm fucked up right now. And I don't have it for you. I'm trying to go through my reservoirs and pull out everything I got for me. So, just take note because it's going down on Gaia right now. It is going down. It's going down, baby. And I just came through a spell of it. So that's why I can share it with you. I can share it with you. You got to take care of you. You got to know when enough is enough for you. You have to set boundaries with yourself first so that you'll know how to set boundaries with other people. Open your throat chakra up. Work on them lower 3 chakras. That's root, sacral, and that solar plexus. So many of us want to jump straight to the heart chakra. And the lower 3 are messed up. But you need to work on those lower 3 because that's the root. That's the root of you. That's the base of you. Can't jump right to the crown when the other 3 are clogged. Because what's in the crown going to be jaded and it's going to be foggy. Once you work through the lower 3, then you can work on that heart, that throat, and that crown. Everything will be wide open then. But it's going down on this planet, so take note of what you got going on. Take care of you. Put you first. Put you first.